Good afternoon. My name is DLacouture. I'm going to be doing the video part of my sales call. With me, I have Vanessa. That's going to be playing Mr. Martinez, the CEO of American Airlines. I'm going to be playing a sales engineer for Carlisle IT. Carlisle IT is a wire and cable manufacturing plant out in St. Augustine. They provide cable for in-flight entertainment for companies like Boeing, American Airlines, Airbus, and um, they've been in the business for over 100 years. So for the two objections that I'm going to handle, the first objection is going to be on alternative product, and that's when the customer is not happy with the first choice, and me as a salesperson has to offer a different product that the customer might be interested in. For the second objection, I'm going to be demonstrating a product. So with this, I just have to show the customer how a specific product works and make sure I have it physically with me. Last, for the closing strategy, I'm going to be implementing a forgot something strategy, and that's when the call is about to finish and we're wrapping up the sale, I'm going to make sure I say, oh, and by the way, or oh, I forgot to add, this is one of the benefits that the product has. So just I'm going to be sure to mention that to the customer at the end. With me, I brought two different types of cable here, so the customer can see, and I have the presentation and a value analysis, so the customer can see some of the different values that this cable is going to provide to the company. So with that being said, we're going to start the video, and yep. How are you, Mr. Martinez?
Hi, how are you?
Good to see you again. How's everything?
Great seeing you. Great.
So I heard you had a business trip to Europe. How was that?
Good. We started in Madrid, did a lot of different things around Spain. It was really nice because it wasn't only a business trip. However, my family was able to come visit, stay a few weeks, and we did some vacation. We loved Madrid. We did Barcelona, a few of the islands, Menorca and stuff. So it was definitely a nice break from everything.
And it's a girl and a guy that you have, right?
Yes, my oldest son, he's a senior now. He's about to graduate high school, and he's looking now. He's applying to colleges, so he's getting really excited. Really exciting time. Is he still doing
club soccer down there in South Florida?
No, I mean, he plays for fun now, not so much anymore so seriously because he knows he doesn't want to play in college. He's looking to go somewhere for more academics.
Awesome. So he definitely enjoyed seeing all the stadiums and all the big team
clubs
out there.
Yeah. It was definitely a special experience for him.
That's good to hear. So I'm just going to tell a little bit about Carlisle so you're familiar. We've been in this industry for over 100 years and focus on cable and wire manufacturing. We do coaxial cables for in-flight entertainment. We do fiber optic cables as well for in-flight entertainment. And now we're trying to branch out into the medical field, but our main bread and butter is fiber for in-flight entertainment. If you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and get started on the presentation. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right. So I know that AMP wire is your main fiber optic and Ethernet cable provider. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
And from what I know, the reliability of those cables hasn't been the best in the last couple of weeks, and hasn't been what you expected, right?
Well, our current suppliers, we've been working for them for the past 5 years. We've never really had a problem with the reliability or quality. However, recently we've noticed that some of their cables are wearing out faster than we would like. So it requires us to keep buying more and more often than we should have to, which ends up a little bit more expensive for us. So we definitely want to, because we're an airline carrier, we definitely need to have a safe, very reliable cable that can keep all of our customers happy and not have to be replaced so consistently so often.
I see. It's a valid concern. So what you're saying is that maybe these last couple of months, the quality that you've been receiving from the cable isn't the best, and it hasn't been what you normally used to. Is that correct?
Yes, it hasn't been to our standards.
Well, over here, just to let you know, at Carlisle, we test our cable 3 times. So when we first receive the raw material, for it's put together, we test each of the raw materials to make sure they pass certain standards that we have here at our manufacturing plant. After when the cable is being put together and all the processes are being done to the cable, we make sure that certain voltage tests are done, certain respooling tests are done, just to make sure that the cable is still passing those standards. Mm-hmm. And then finally, a test that makes us that separates us a little bit from our competitors is that final test we do to make sure that a third and final test to make sure that when you get the product, everything is exactly what you expect and that there's no defaults or anything wrong with the cable itself, because we understand that the airline industry is something delicate and we want the best of the best when you're up there.
Yeah. So. Well, it's definitely something that's the quality we're looking for American Airlines. I know you brought some products with you today. If anything, we could start getting to look at them.
Of course. So this right here, so you can see in the presentation, is our latest fiber optic cable. These are all the added benefits that a cable with these technologies can add to your business. What do you think about the cable and the added benefits?
Well, it's definitely a type of cable we're looking to acquire. It looks great. This is the kind of quality that we need. But what is the price you guys are looking for?
So for this cable, seen on the table, is $12 per foot.
Okay.
It uses a coaxial cable, which is the latest in its technology, to ensure that there's no interruptions for their customers as far as in-flight entertainment goes. It uses, like I said, the latest in innovation technology for that specific purpose.
Okay, all the qualities and benefits sound really good. However, I think that might be a little higher than what we expected to pay for the cable. Was the other one at the same price, or how's the other one?
So I also brought with me a different product. One a little bit more affordable. The price on the second one, if we scroll down here to the presentation, is $9 per foot on this one. It's also, it has all the same. It has the same purpose as the other one, but it uses a cheaper plastic, and that's what makes it a little bit. It might be a little bit heavier, but if that's something you're willing to work with, it's something that might also interest you.
Yes, it definitely sounds a lot better, more in our price range. I think that'd be more beneficial for us than we'd like to have.
Awesome. So should we get started on the order and explain how the process works?
Well, on the topic of pricing, I feel that because I'm working with one of your competitors now, that their prices are a bit cheaper. What would you say your higher price comes from? Is it your materials put into it, or what is the added benefit?
Absolutely. So, like I said, our product is tested 3 times. It's something that sets us a little bit apart from our competitors. Not only that, but also shipping times is, so if you scroll down a little bit here, the chart I brought is a little bit faster than our competitors. Is faster shipping time something that interests you and your company?
Well, definitely. We need to have, because we're such a huge company, we need to have our products when they're told that they would be there. So it's definitely something that's of utmost importance.
So to be sure that I'm understanding you right, one of your top priorities is punctuality. So when you make an order, you want to receive it within a week, more or less, of that time.
Yes. How could we be sure also that you guys are so adamant about getting the products there on time?
All right. So that's a valid concern. And here at Carlisle, we make sure that from the time an order is placed, the customer doesn't have to wait more than 5 days to get that product. And the way we do that is that we keep track of when we get a product into our computer to make sure that it doesn't spend more time than it has to at a specific product cell.
Okay.
So unlike our competitors, which have to go through hundreds of papers and keep track of where a specific product is, we have acquired a software that automates this process and gets rid of all the paperwork, and that in the end means faster times. A faster time for you to get your product, faster time and more punctuality ultimately on the delivery of the product, the cable itself.
Well, it definitely seems like a benefit how you guys are using computer softwares to kind of maximize time efficiency. It seems like Carlisle really has that in check.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the things that sets us apart from our competitors, that punctuality and that growth through customer service, as we like to call it. Do you have any other concerns that you would like to ask me, or do you want to start placing the order?
Can I start by seeing the cable again, just to get a feel for it?
Yes, of course. So over here we have a demonstration of what the product would look like. Feel free to just go ahead and bend it and play around with it so you can see that the quality is indeed better than your current supplier.
Yes, it definitely looks good. It looks much sturdier than our current cables, more reliable, and more durable.
So would you agree that the quality of these cables is a little bit better than what you currently?
Yes, it seems much more durable, more stronger, and as if it could last more time.
Awesome, glad to hear that. So would you like to start filling out some papers so that we can get that order in for you and get it to your company as soon as possible?
Yeah, let's get started.
Sounds good. So let me look for. Oh, and I actually forgot. Before we go along, I just wanted to let you know that after your first order with us, you actually get a 10% discount on all future orders, and this is something that we do with all of our customers. So that's something you might be interested in hearing.
That's definitely awesome. Thank you. It makes me feel a little more confident about the pricing. The higher prices helps. Definitely. Thank you.
Glad to hear it. So let's get those papers over to you so we can finalize it. And so what I need from you, here's a pen. Just specify the order quantity that you would like to order for this month at least.
Okay. And how are we able to change this, or how does it work? By how much?
So yeah, so I mean, you have my phone number, my email. Like I said, our main concern is customer service, growth through customer service. Whatever questions you may have, feel free to email me. If I can just get a quick signature over here. And is there anything else that I can do for you?
No, it was great meeting with you today.
Awesome. So like I said, any questions you have or anything you may have for me, feel free to contact me, and I'll be more than happy to talk with you.
Thank you.
Awesome. You have a
Have a great day.
You too.